Mm-hmm. I'm just feeling really just awful today, so I just decided I'm just gonna get it all out there. Because it's not like I can talk to my friends. Because this is this is when it gets like really depressing, when you realize you don't actually have any true good friends. You know, like I mean, there's my brother, but there's only so much you can talk to your brother about, especially because he's younger. Like I don't want to burden him with my problems, but like the big one right now is friends. Like honestly feel like I have no friends, just acquaintances. Like I like to take pride in the fact that I'm a good friend to people. If you have a problem, I'll listen. I'm very attentive, I'm very alert, and I can read people quite well. I know whether or not you just need somebody to listen to. I know whether or not you just need somebody to keep a secret. I know some whether or not you just need advice. I'm just good at picking up on things like that. But I find that I have nobody like that in my friend circle. Whenever I have a problem, whenever I start to open up to somebody, before I can even get all my issues out, like vent, they're already talking over, interjecting, and saying things that are completely irrelevant or useless. And like one of the most annoying things people say is like, "Oh, I know how you feel," when you know for a fact that they have no clue how you feel. Because even when they're explaining it back to you, it's like, no, that's not it. Or, no, that's not why I'm upset. It's like they weren't even listening in the first place. But, yeah. Another thing is like something so simple. I tell you something. I don't expect you to go and tell everyone. If I wanted to tell everyone, I would have done that. Like, it's another thing that makes me mad. And another thing that makes me mad is that insecure friends, the ones who just they can't accept you being happy, like the ones who always have something rude to say to you, whether it's behind your back, or usually they need some kind of group or some kind of audience to make their snide comments. Like one, I'm not even gonna call them a friend, like an acquaintance. You like I have weak knees, and it's not like weak knees in the sense like, oh, I fall every time I walk or I need crutches or anything like that. It's just that they give me a lot of pain sometimes. Like I don't like to bend because it hurts, but it's not that I can't. It just gives me pain. And she thinks it's funny to go and hit me in the back of the legs. Like I think that's pretty sadistic. Or if I'm talking, even it doesn't matter what I say, everything is wrong. Like we were braiding this girl's hair the other day. I didn't even ask to do that. You come to pick me up, would you say we're doing one thing, and then all of a sudden we're driving to do somebody's hair, and then I have no option in saying whether or not I want to, because now I'm in a situation where I can't get back home because there's no public transportation and it's a bad area. So I'm sitting there doing this person's hair, and all I said was, I need to call my brother because if not, I'll be locked out, and then where am I going to sleep? And then she's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm like, nothing. I'm just telling you simply because I need to step away from doing this person's hair. I'm just letting you know. I'm doing the courtesy of letting you know so that I can go and make that phone call. And they're like, well, nobody asked you to be here. Why do you always have that negative attitude? Like, what's your problem? And the whole time she's lying to this girl too. Oh, it's only going to be a half an hour. Oh, it's only going to be a half an hour. We were at her house from 4 until like 2 in the morning. And I told them, we're not going to finish it right away. Not to mention I have work the next day. Like, how selfish can you be? I'm not even getting paid to do this. And you're getting mad at me? And this person isn't even my friend. They're your friend. And they're rude to me. So I owe them nothing. And then, all of a sudden, I'm the bad person. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to sit there and take you guys making fun fun of me or snide comments, and they're over the stupidest things. Like, oh, you have weak knees. Oh, why do you always have to talk like that? Because I'm very analytical and my vocabulary is more advanced than than theirs than theirs is. And I guess they feel threatened by that or intimidated by that. That's all I can think of. And they're both more heavyset. So, like, they were talking about losing weight, and I just joined in to, like, fit in with the conversation. And they were commenting on, like, weight loss, but the one girl was more fishing for comments, like, compliments. Like, oh, I'm so fat. And I was just like, no, you're losing weight. It's just harder when you're losing weight to notice. And then I was talking about, like, some of the things I've done and, like, my goals. And then she's like, you don't even need to lose weight. Like, what's your problem? And then I'm like I don't, to me that, I don't know. That's why I hate people. Because I haven't met anybody who's, like, who's actually a good friend. I honestly haven't. And that's the thing that's the thing that upsets me more than anything. Like, it's like when you feel like you're you're just walking this earth alone day by day, and I'm not asking for a relationship or anything like that, but just basic things you're just supposed to have. Like, I don't have a good family network, the support network. I don't have a good friend network. I don't want to get into a relationship, especially if I'm, like, well, I have better days, but right now, like, as emotionally unstable as I'm feeling right now, I wouldn't want to rush into a relationship. So, like, it's like, what do I have left? You know? Like, this, it's just so frustrating. That's why I just want to move. I just want to leave this stupid city, this stupid people, and this stupid situation. I don't know. And the question is, where would you go? That's the big one. And what would you do? Like, there's been time and time again, I've planned and prepared for it, but because somebody has a problem, I have to put what I feel I need aside. And then for what? All these people are so, like, abusive. Not even abusive, but sometimes even the fact that they're unaware makes it even worse. Like, how can you not see that somebody's actually upset? Even if I try to make it obvious. Like, there's some people who just don't care. It's like the world revolves around them. Why do I attract these people? That's the thing I don't understand. Because I think that I'm a good person. I'm a giving person. But why can't anybody ever reciprocate? You know? It's, I don't know. This is why I hate people. And then people are like, you don't open up. But why would I open up to you if you don't care in the first place? Like, I don't know. This is just making me mad the more I talk about it. I thought this would make me feel better, but it just makes me feel worse.